good, Arnold, good, not as good as you. That was a seriously impressive performance. Picture perfect. What did you make of the whole experience? The walkout, the celebration, you were very emotional after it, and the stepping elbow and the right was brilliant.
Thanks, mate, thanks. Yeah, I think it was, everything was just as planned. He could, well, no, to be honest, I thought it was going to be a 5-rounder, but I think it's just a credit to, I'm really, really well trained. You know, I've trained with so many good people over the years, obviously. I trained at Team Carbon since I was like 14 years old. You know, massive thanks to them guys who have helping me. I've trained with Peter Fury for years as well. Amazing boxing coach who's helped me out loads. Obviously, I've been with my dad. And so, mate, these are guys who don't need recognition. Do you know what I mean? These are not people who are like trying to be famous and trying to get public recognition. These guys know how good they are. And I just want to say a massive thanks to all the guys who've helped me in the training camp. Everyone who's helped me over the years. It's too many, mate. I sitting here and thanking people all night, because I've been involved with martial arts since I was 8 years old and I'm 30 now. So just massive shout out to everybody who's helped me over the years. It's not gone unnoticed, and I think it showed. Like, I'm so well trained, and I think now I'm really maturing as a person, as an adult, as an athlete, and I think I'm going to be UFC champion of the world, UFC heavyweight champion of the world for sure.
What did you make of Jones responding to your call out so quick as well?
Jon Jones knows I exist. That's a win in itself. I'm buzzing with that. Like, yeah, what I want to do, I've been saying it all week, is I want to win my fights going forward, of course, but also another goal of mine is, like, I want to motivate Jon Jones to stick around and fight me. Like, that is my absolute dream, mate. Like, the thought of that. Mate, you're from Atherton, I'm from Atherton. A guy from Atherton fighting Jon Jones, mate.
Wow.
Oh my goodness me, that would be incredible.
And you know, you mentioned your biggest influences earlier, the guys that helped you get to where you are today. You know, your dad, what he's done for you over the past year, put together an elite heavyweight gym over numerous places, St Helens, Wigan, so many different places, so many guys from different parts of the country. Just in terms of what he's done for you over your career and over the past year as well.
Right, my dad is such a good guy. Anyone who's spent any time with him will tell you. Everyone loves him, and not just that, the guy is a serious, smart guy when it comes to this sport. He's been involved with MMA for like 30 plus years. And yeah, just massive shout out to my dad. He's been there since my first training session when I was around 8 years old, doing like traditional jiu-jitsu, throughout the boxing sessions, throughout wrestling, all kinds of different martial arts, mate, that I've been involved with. My dad has been at every single session, and anyone from any gym that I've ever been to will know my dad as well, because he's been there through the whole time. And massive shout out to my dad for the best training camp that I've ever had.
You know, you mentioned Gang and Spivak afterwards that you was going to be there for that fight, but after being out so long, do you not want to get back in there straight away? Because there's Pavlovich waiting there, isn't there, as well? That could potentially be on the table, couldn't it?
I'm easy, mate. Throw me in with anybody, but I just think that fight makes sense. Like, it's in Paris. I'll get a little cheeky trip to Paris, have a few beers, eat some frog's legs and all that, chill out a little bit, and hopefully work for TNT Sport as well while I'm there. And yeah, just be able to watch the fights, be involved with it, build the next fight up. I think that just works really well for everybody. But mate, I've been matched up with Pavlovich twice before. Both times he's pulled out, which is, I'm not saying that he's scared of me, I'm just saying that's what's happened. And we're all going to fight each other anyway, so what does it matter what order it's in, really?
Well done on a picture perfect performance, man.
Thanks, my brother.
So, you mentioned about Paris. We've seen you fight Spivak before and how that went. Cyril tweeted that he thinks you should be careful what you wish for, and he'll see you in Paris. How do you think you match up against Cyril?
I better be careful, apparently, yeah. I think I match up pretty well against him. I think I'm equally as fast as him, I'm moving equally as well. The difference is I can grapple, and I've got a lot of power, and I think that's pretty undeniable at this stage of my career. He's like, I've got a lot of knockouts on my record, mate. I have to touch you once, and I wasn't even throwing heavy tonight. I thought it was going to be a 5-rounder. I didn't mean to knock him out. I thought it was going to be a 5-rounder. I'm not even joking, ask any of my team. I was pretty sure that was going to be a 5-round fight tonight, and just takes one shot, mate, at heavyweight, especially with me throwing him.
You've been open about how, you know, the first 2 months after the knee injury was shit, and how horrible it was for you. You came out to Tyson Fury speaking before your music. Was Is there something to link to that with your own mental health combined with what he said and other people?
Yeah, did you like that, by the way?
I did like
It
it.
was pretty nice, wasn't it? Well, it's actually on a song. It's on a Meek song. I'm not even really a fan of like UK rap or grime or whatever it is, but that's the intro to the song, and then it goes into a Meek song called Take Losses. And I just heard the song, and like I say, it's not really my style of music, but it's about like persevering through the hard times in life and stuff like that. And I just really wanted it to be a part of me coming back and showing everybody what I can do. And I don't know, I have to watch the walkout back, but it felt special to me.
You talk about perseverance, so then the payoff, right, is getting to come out here in London in front of the crowd, they're singing the song. What sort of buzz was that for you to actually sit there? You looked like you were soaking it in after the fight, just thinking about it.
No, it was an absolute buzz. I forgot how enthusiastic people are to touch me. I'm like walking out, spreading my arms, and people was like, you're like arm-barring me, pulling my arm. Oh, it was so amazing, you know. It sounded quite quiet in the back actually. Like before I walked out, I couldn't really hear the crowd too much. And then on the walk, it was just absolutely insane. It felt like absolute madness, overwhelming, like movie stuff. And I got in the octagon, mate, it felt so calm. I've never felt as calm in my life. I could see everybody, I could feel everything, I could hear my coaches from the beginning. It was so loud, mate, it was so loud that I could hear like my dad and the rest of the corner so clearly, and it was just special, mate, it was amazing.
Two more quick ones for me. You came out and threw a kick hard right away. Was that to sort of say to yourself, right, knee's fine, we're good?
No, I knew the knee's fine for a long time now. Like, I've been training with heavyweights, top level heavyweights, each and every day for the last 6 months at least, possibly more. I knew that the knee was fine. The reason I threw that was a plan in the fight, but I was planning on throwing the head kick a little bit later on, because we saw a lot in the training camp that he slips the jab like to his right, so we drilled it a lot. And I kind of faked the jab or threw the jab, I can't remember, and he slipped to the right, so I just threw it automatically. I didn't throw it with any. Did it drop him? No, I can't
You
remember.
rocked it.
Rocked it. Yeah. Well, it was a good one. I liked it.
And then the last one for me, you talk about this perseverance, and I get the impression when we spoke to you this week, you know, you come across as a different sort of figure. I know we used to speak all the time, you're not really ready for Jon Jones or those guys, and even Cyril, you're sort of like, he's very, very good. You come into this week, I feel like with a lot more confidence. Did you have to go through the adversity of the knee to get to be this person today and be more confident?
It sounds madness. Maybe it doesn't sound madness after what I've just done, but I was telling everyone that knee injury was the best thing that's ever happened to me. Honestly, it really was. Like, I had some of the darkest times of my life, but I feel like I learned so much from it, and I really figured out who I am in the adversity of it all, and I really figured out what I want to do and who I want to surround myself with, and how I want to spend my thoughts and my time and everything moving forward. Like, I just feel so good about everything, mate, and I really, really needed that reset.
Hi Tom. You came on our podcast and
Yeah, hello, mate, you alright?
Yeah, good, you?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks.
Good. You mentioned in the podcast that you said that it was a dark time with the knee injury, and you said at one point you wanted to quit. Tonight, seeing the crowds, having that massive win, just made you realise that you can get through anything in life.
Yeah, that's a massive confidence builder for me, really is. Like, I knew I could do it, but to show everyone else that I can do it, I feel like I've got a lot of secrets that people don't know about in my game, and only really, like, people who train with me loads know how good I am, seriously. Like, because what I've shown in my fights is so minimal to what I can actually do, and I've barely had the opportunity really to show anything. But it feels great just to, there's some people, I read some shitty comments, and I know you shouldn't read the comments, but people screenshot and send it me, I'm like, oh, you fucking stop doing that shit. But people say, oh, his career's over, he's never going to be back, and blah, 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 all this stuff. Stop it.
You said, like, I love you said it's like a reset, because we all had lockdown a few years ago, and that was a massive reset for everyone to actually evaluate their lives and everything. So is this like a big moment for you to tell everyone that, do you know what, sometimes you do need to stop, reset? It does take a dark time or a hard time to then strive to where you can go in life.
Definitely, and to be honest, I was getting a little bit overwhelmed in the whole, I was on a really, really good roll, and I felt like I couldn't really stop it, and I couldn't really say no to the next fight, because I was just like, oh, I've been good to this far, I'll be good for another one, and then, you know, the UFC offered me another fight that I think I can win, and then they offered me another fight with more money, a new contract, all this good stuff, and I just feel like I couldn't say no, and now I really know like what I'm about as a person, and I can come through the dark times. And if there's anyone out there watching this, so like I'm not trying to be an inspirational speaker or something, but try and set yourself small goals. Like try and set yourself 2 week, 3 week goals to do stuff, because that's all I did to get through it. Like I set myself a little goal every 2 weeks and I try and achieve that, because if you're just thinking, oh, it's never going to, like, there's people literally who said, well, what are you going to do now? You're going to get a normal job, or what's your plan going forward? I'm like, I'm going to be back, mate. Like, and for a few days I didn't believe that I could be back, in all honesty. I really thought about quitting this sport and doing something else, because that was horrible. But we're back now.
I love that. That's so inspirational. And also, you said as well that you're fighting the most dangerous guys on the planet. I love that quote from you, because you've literally gone into it. Do you feel now this, well, it's part of your career, but you're going to become heavyweight champion? I know you are. Have you got to be fire and fight now? Have you literally got to go in, like no regrets, and just go for it each and every time now?
That's exactly how I feel. And again, that's where the reset, the whole reset of the knee injury and stuff, changed my mindset massively. And I really had a massive choice, mate, in that year, where it was like, am I going to really go all in on this sport, or am I going to keep dicking around and just half be in and half be out? And obviously the answer was, I'm all in, and I'm coming for everything now, and nobody's stopping me.
That's brilliant. Last one for me. Our podcast is called For Fitness Sake, as you know, and we're just trying to inspire people through the mind, body, soul. What does fitness mean to you? You've been through the injury times, you know, physically, mentally. What is fitness to you?
Well, it's your health, which is the most important thing in the world. Like if you've not got your health, you've not got nothing. And what I went through is really minimal compared to what some people are going through, and you just got to be grateful for what you've got, mate, because you've got to look after your body, because this is all we've got.
Lovely words. Thank you so much. Well done again.
Thank you, mate.
Tom, over to your left, just back here.
Hello.
Hi, you mentioned about the fact you felt at your calmest at the start of the fight, and you hadn't felt that calm at the start of the fight before. When you got the finish, you charged across the cage like a banshee, jumped on the fence. That was an even bigger reaction than we've seen from your past wins. What was the overriding emotion when you jumped on the cage? Was it relief? Was it elation? What was it?
A bit of both, mainly relief. I forgot how stressful this fighting stuff is, to be honest. Like my anxiety level over the last few days has been very, very high. And that's something that you get used to when you do it regular. The anxiety is always there. You can't fight it, mate. The anxiety is never going to go. That's something that I've learned over all these fights and stuff, and all this pressure is that anxiety is going to be there always, and you can't win. You're not going to beat that anxiety. You've got to go with it. But it's something I kind of lost touch with over the year of being off, and mate, I felt so sick today. I felt so sick that I've got to go out there and fight in front of loads of people. But when I'm scared, that's when I'm at my best, man. I'm dangerous as hell. Like, you put my back against the wall and tell me I can't do something, and you're going to be in for a rude awakening.
Talk about the layoff and how it was the best thing for your career, and the fact that prior to that you're talking about not quite being ready for that leap to the very top level. Now you are ready for that leap to the top level. Do you remember the actual moment where that transition happened and the switch flipped?
No, I don't think so. I think it just happened gradually over a few months. Like I said, at first, I was seriously questioning whether I want to carry on doing this anymore. But then I started watching the other heavyweights and thinking, actually, I'm a bit better than these, so I better get back to it. And I'm really happy I did. I absolutely love this sport. And like I said, it brings a lot of anxiety, but it's anxiety that I welcome and that I love, and that I just take it all in, mate, and I love it and I enjoy it.
Brilliant. And the last one from me, you've already broken down in short fashion how you feel you match up with Cyril. How do you feel you match up with Jon Jones?
I think I match up well. It's a dream fight of mine, and I think I'm young and I'm fresh. I've not got loads of miles on the clock. I'm big. I can do everything well. I'm fast. I'm strong. I'm heavy, which is unlike a lot of his opponents who he's fought in the past. And I just think I bring something different to him, and I think he knows that as well, or he should know it moving forward. Definitely.
You think he'll stick around for you?
God willing.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Hi Tom.
Hello.
Just your dad and head coach Andy seems to have assembled this team of UK heavyweight Avengers. Nick Parkin obviously got the win tonight. Another Freeze defending his KSW title recently.
Go on, mate.
Do you feel the training with those guys has unlocked a new level in your game?
I do. I mean, I did train with heavyweights from time to time, but I wanted to, like something that me and my dad discussed, especially when I was injured, is that that's what I want to do moving forward, is just train with heavyweights. I think that heavyweight MMA has its own rules. I think that heavyweight, like rolling and grappling with heavyweights, is way more exhausting than rolling and grappling with smaller guys, for sure. The punches and kicks hurt a lot more, and you need to be used to that, mate. You need to get your body and mind conditioned to a massive guy squashing you, punching and kicking you every day, not from time to time, every single day. And if you're not doing that, well, it wasn't giving, like, I felt like I was struggling with confidence because I wasn't getting that all the time, and I needed to, like me and my dad thought, we need to start bringing guys in. And, you know, we've got such a great people around us, and, you know, it's just been great. It's just been so good, mate. And while we're on the subject, massive shout out to Mick Parkin. He gave me massive inspiration tonight. He absolutely soaked up the occasion. We always knew that Mick was good. Like, I've been training with Mick for quite a long time now, and we always knew that Mick had the skills to do it. But fighting in the UFC brings a whole other pressure than fighting on local shows, mate. It's especially in London, and I'm not bothered what anyone says. You feel it. You definitely feel it, and that can go one or two ways. You can either crumble under the pressure or you can thrive, and Mick absolutely thrived tonight. I'm so proud of him. He's the nicest guy ever, and he deserves everything that he's going to get.
Pete Carroll's trying to label their team as Team Big Fan Giant. Does it get your seal of approval?
I don't know about that. Maybe. We don't have like a team name or nothing. We're just a bunch of good guys training together and trying to bring each other on.
Last one for me. You came in at a career heaviest weight when you weighed in. Was that by design, and how did you feel with the extra weight in there?
Yeah, I'm definitely heavier. I'm more muscle bound, and I've got less body fat than I used to have. And I need to give a massive shout out to my strength and conditioning coach Jamie and my nutritionist Sean, just for helping me out with that. Something that I've really been taking seriously is my nutrition since I got injured. And I just want to be as big, as fast, as athletic, as fit as I possibly can. I want to be the best version of myself as I can. And I feel like I'm pretty jacked these days, and it looks pretty good.
Tom down here. Dave Shaw was just in here a few minutes before, and he said that they're probably going to look to go to another place in the UK, obviously, if you come to London.
Who was that, sorry?
Dave Shaw.
Okay.
Yeah, so are you going to be pushing for it to be Manchester for next time?
Oh, that's another dream fight. That me and Manchester, oh my god, that is stuff that dreams are made of, mate. If I can be the guy to bring it to Manchester, that would be an absolute dream. I've been dreaming of going there and fighting since I was literally 10 years old, so I feel like I've been manifesting that for 20 years. I would love that.
And it's the indoor fight that you managed to put the injury to the back of your mind, but that must have creeped up in your thoughts when you were making your way back to the cage.
Honestly, it wasn't bothering me at all. And then about 3 minutes before I walked out, it started showing me getting injured on the screen, and I was like, fucking turn this off now, I don't want to watch it. I was just turning my back to it, like, I felt like putting my fingers in my ears, John Gooden saying, oh, his knee's gone. I was like, shut up, John, please. So honestly, I didn't really think about it. My knee is absolutely battle tested in training. It's been battle tested for months now, and I've had absolutely no issues with it since I've had surgery, so that's all behind me. Thanks.
It's not just it. I spoke to Mick Parkin earlier about the same thing because it was quite wild for me to see. But a couple of days ago, I saw Phil DeFreeze catch a live pigeon.
He's right over there. Do it again.
With
If you
his
pay
bare
him,
hands.
if you pay him, he'll probably do it again.
How important is it for you to have that sort of fight week camaraderie to kind of ease your mind?
Yeah, I mean, we got all the boys down this week, and it's been an absolute blessing. It's been a blessing because I'm with them guys every day. We keep it light-hearted, we have fun, and that's what I need. I can take the sport way too seriously, and I need to be like flowing in the cage. I'm not one of them guys who stands with his feet planted and starts throwing bombs. And if I start taking it too serious, that's what I'll probably do. And it's been a great week. Like, we've had such a good time. Phil won his fight last week. Longest reigning KSW champion ever. The guy's an absolute machine. Big shout out to Phil. Big shout out to Mick. Big shout out to all the guys who've helped me. And just thanks guys for just being there for me the whole way through. Thanks so much.
Congratulations.
Hi Tom, Pierre from Innocence TV. I come from France. I have two questions for you. The first one, do you think Cyril Gane had enough time to improve his ground game after his last loss?
Yeah, I think he did. I think the guy's an absolute specimen physically. I think he's got a lot of skill. anyway, and I'm sure he'll pick up the grappling if he puts his mind to it, definitely.
Okay, thank you. Second question, do you want to step in the cage if you win?
I would love to, that's what I'm trying to do, yeah. I'm definitely trying to do that, do a little stare down on that and get the fans involved, probably get booed, but it'll all be good fun.
We are nice people.
Oh, well, it'd be nice to be them one year around, that'd be lovely.
And last question, are you not afraid that Jon Jones will not face you because he knows it can be a problem for him and that he will retire after his fight against?
No, I'm not. It's one of them. It's not my goal. Like, I would love it to happen. My goal is heavyweight champion of the world. That's my goal. That's my life goal right now. But Jon Jones would just be an extra bonus. Like, if I could get that, that would be amazing. But if he retired, I wouldn't be like, oh, Jon's retired. Oh no, I'd be upset, obviously, but it wouldn't bother me. I'll fight the next guy who's got the title, no problem.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Tom, down here. I know you said that you want to convince Jon to stick around. Would going to MSG in November potentially be a way to do so?
Yeah, if possible, I'd like to fight on the lower down that card. Like, if I could fight on the same card against the winner of Spivak and Gan, I think that would be amazing because they fight in like 4 weeks' time, which is September, and they got a few months to prepare for November. Like, that's perfect for everybody, I think. So why not?
Just one from me, I don't.
Oh.
When I spoke to Gunn recently, I know his fight with Jones didn't last too long, but he said he felt Jones wasn't fast. I wonder if you could gauge anything from Jones' heavyweight debut.
You felt like he wasn't fast.
Yeah.
Why didn't you defend his takedowns then? No, I thought Jon Jones was really good. I thought he did exactly what Jon Jones did. What Jon Jones does, and he didn't surprise me. I thought he did an amazing performance against him. Thank you.